Hello. I was speaking with a family member recently who works in the film industry, and he told me something very interesting. He said people are watching old movies, and I asked him, why are they doing that? And he replied, they are doing it because if you've seen a movie before, you know how it will end. And they are feeling tremendous anxiety at this time about what will happen in the future. How will things end? You know that all endings are beginnings. So when I meditated on that anxiety and that thought form that we want to know how it will end so we know if we survive or what will happen to us, that's provoking all of that anxiety, my higher self gave me a very illuminated answer. It said, how it will end, what will happen, is what happens to you. You are, hear this, you are what will happen. I found that fascinating. And that means that what happens in the future depends on our thoughts now, our actions now, what kind of energy we hold. If we hold the energy of destruction, we are calling that to us in spiritual terms of magnetism. If we hold the energy of clearing through something and going to a next level, that's what we will promote, and that's what we will attract to ourselves. And so that brings me to, how do we get rid of our anxiety? We've talked about that before. We've talked about the lungs that hold anxiety, the mudras that allow us to open our lungs. We've talked about spinning around. We've talked about meditation. I would like to come to meditation again. Years ago, when I was very young, I taught myself to slow down my brain into the alpha or even theta levels in order to be in a meditative state, no matter what I was doing, even if I were in a room full of people. I would use that Pavlovian technique of snapping my fingers and saying, I am meditating. And when I do that, I can actually feel my brain begin to pulse slower and slower, which brings me into meditation. So I wanted to pass that to you to try. Snap your fingers and say, I am meditating. And think about this, that meditation is life. Life is meditation. So rather than being anxious, come to that point of meditation, because in your meditation state, your consciousness will spread out. You will be at peace. When we are peaceful, we are safe. And when we are safe, we are peaceful. And so call that meditative state in, whether you are doing mundane tasks, or you are doing something important, or you're sitting looking out the window, to bring meditation to you as a way of calming that anxiety and uplifting you so that you can be a part of a future that's the one you envision. Envision a future of life and health. Great love to you all.